Ladies and gentlemen, there is a battle being fought every single day. It is not a battle of weapons or strength, it is a battle of the mind. And the greatest war you will ever fight is not against people, circumstances, or even the systems of this world. No, the greatest war is within you. It is the battle for your belief, for your attitude, and for your mindset. You see, life does not respond to what you wish for, it responds to what you expect and what you believe. The mind is the control center of your life. Whatever controls your mind controls your future. And if you can fix your mind, you can fix your life. Your mindset is the foundation of your life. It is the invisible force that shapes your decisions, directs your actions, and ultimately determines your destiny. Every successful person, every great leader, and every individual who has overcome obstacles to achieve something remarkable has had one thing in common: a mindset that refused to accept limitations. Your mind is the control center of your life, and the way you think will either propel you forward or hold you back. The greatest battle you will ever face is not against the external forces of life, but within your own mind. Your beliefs, attitudes, and expectations form the blueprint of your future. If you believe you are limited, you will live a limited life. If you believe you are capable, you will stretch beyond your current circumstances. Your thoughts shape your reality because what you focus on grows, and what you expect determines what you experience. Many people live far below their potential not because they lack talent, resources, or opportunities, but because they have imprisoned themselves with a mindset of fear, doubt, and insecurity. They see obstacles as permanent barriers rather than temporary challenges. They interpret failures as final rather than as lessons. They allow past disappointments to define their future possibilities. But those who achieve greatness do not allow their circumstances to dictate their mindset. Instead, they develop a perspective that sees beyond the present struggles and envisions a future filled with possibilities. Your mind is like a garden. Whatever you plant in it will grow. If you plant seeds of negativity, doubt, and fear, you will harvest a life filled with limitations and struggles. But if you plant seeds of faith, courage, and determination, you will produce a life of success and fulfillment. You must be intentional about what you allow to take root in your mind. The voices you listen to, the thoughts you entertain, and the beliefs you embrace will shape your reality. If you constantly focus on your weaknesses, you will feel powerless. If you dwell on past failures, you will be afraid to take new steps. But if you fill your mind with positive, empowering thoughts, you will begin to see opportunities where others see obstacles. There is a reason why two people can go through the same situation and yet come out with completely different results. One sees the problem and gives up, while the other sees the same problem and finds a way to overcome it. The difference is not in the situation, but in the mindset. Those who succeed have trained themselves to think differently. They see setbacks as setups for something greater. They refuse to allow fear to control their decisions. They take responsibility for their lives instead of blaming others. They understand that challenges are not meant to break them, but to build them. Your mind has the power to turn dreams into reality or bury them before they even have a chance to grow. If you truly want to change your life, you must start by changing the way you think. Instead of focusing on what you lack, focus on what you have. Instead of dwelling on the problems, start looking for solutions. Instead of thinking about why something cannot be done, the way you frame your thoughts will determine whether you rise above your challenges or get crushed by them. No one is born with an unshakable mindset. It is developed through conscious effort. It requires daily discipline, a commitment to learning, and a willingness to challenge limiting beliefs. You must feed your mind with wisdom, surround yourself with people who inspire you, and take intentional action toward your goals. The moment you decide to think differently is the moment your life begins to change. Adversity is often misunderstood. Many people see difficulties as a sign of failure or as punishment for something they have done wrong. They wonder why life seems unfair, why obstacles arise when they are trying their best, and why hardships come when they least expect them. But the truth is that adversity is not designed to destroy you. It is meant to prepare you. Every great person who has ever achieved anything significant has had to walk through seasons of difficulty, and it was in those moments that they were shaped, refined, and strengthened for their purpose. Difficulties in life are like a refining fire. When gold is placed in the fire, it is not being burned for destruction, but purified so that its true value can be revealed. In the same way, The challenges you face are not there to break you, but to remove the things that are holding you back. They burn away fear, insecurity, and complacency. They force you to grow, to think differently, and to develop the strength needed for the next level of your life. Without adversity, there is no growth, and without growth, there is no progress. Many people try to avoid struggles at all costs. They want success without the effort, wisdom without the lessons, and strength without the struggle. But what they fail to understand is that everything they desire is hidden within the very challenges they are running from. Strength is not built in comfort, it is developed in resistance. A muscle only grows when it is placed under pressure. A mind only expands when it is challenged to think beyond its current limits. A character is only shaped when it is tested by adversity. If everything in life were easy, there would be no need for endurance, no opportunity for learning, and no reason to rise beyond mediocrity. History is filled with stories of people who faced overwhelming obstacles yet used those very challenges as stepping stones to success. The greatest leaders, inventors, and visionaries were not born great. They were shaped by trials. They faced rejection, failure, and loss, but instead of allowing those experiences to define them, they allowed them to prepare them. They understood that setbacks are not roadblocks, but setups for something greater. They did not view struggles as punishment, but as a necessary process to bring out the best in them. There are lessons hidden in every challenge. A person who faces financial hardship learns the value of discipline, resourcefulness, and perseverance. Someone who goes through rejection learns resilience and the ability to keep moving forward despite the opinions of others. A person who experiences loss learns gratitude and the importance of cherishing the moments they have. Every struggle carries within it a lesson, and those who are wise enough to embrace adversity rather than resist it will come out stronger, wiser, and better prepared for what lies ahead. Adversity also reveals character. When everything is going well, it is easy to appear confident, disciplined, and determined, but it is only in the face of hardship that true character is tested. It is in moments of difficulty that a person's real strength is revealed. Some will crumble under pressure, while others will rise above it. Some will give up at the first sign of difficulty, while others will push through until they find a way. The difference is not in the situation, but in how a person chooses to respond to it. Those who embrace challenges as a necessary part of their journey will emerge not only victorious, but transformed. Every challenge is an opportunity in disguise. Every difficulty carries within it the seed of growth. Those who understand this truth will stop seeing adversity as something to fear and start seeing it as a tool for preparation. Instead of asking why something is happening to them, they will start asking what it is preparing them for. Instead of focusing on the pain, they will focus on the purpose. And instead of seeing hardship as a punishment, they will recognize it as the training ground for their greatest victories. Discipline and growth are the foundation of true strength. Strength is not something that appears overnight, nor is it a product of luck or natural talent alone. It is cultivated through consistent effort, intentional learning, and the ability to push beyond comfort. Those who achieve greatness do not rely on motivation alone, because motivation fades. Instead, they build a lifestyle of discipline, a commitment to continuous improvement, and a refusal to remain stagnant. Strength is not just about physical endurance. It is about mental resilience, emotional stability, and the ability to persevere when everything around seems difficult. Discipline is the bridge between where a person is and where they want to be. It is the ability to do what is necessary, even when it is inconvenient. Many people have dreams, ambitions, and goals, but very few are willing to pay the price required to achieve them. The difference between those who succeed and those who do not is not intelligence or opportunity, but discipline. A person may have great potential, but without discipline, that potential remains unused. Without discipline, talent is wasted and opportunities are lost. Success is never a product of wishful thinking. It is the result of consistent action over time. Growth is another essential factor in developing strength. No one starts out strong, wise, or skilled. Every expert was once a beginner, every leader was once a follower, and every master was once a student. Growth is a process, and those who embrace it understand that setbacks and failures are not signs of weakness, but opportunities to learn. True strength comes from the willingness to evolve, to be stretched beyond limitations, and to step into new challenges. Growth requires humility because it forces a person to admit that they do not know everything. It requires courage because it demands that they face their fears and weaknesses. It requires persistence because real transformation does not happen instantly. One of the greatest tests of strength is the ability to endure difficulties without breaking. Life is full of unexpected challenges, and those who are not prepared will be easily shaken. Discipline teaches endurance. It trains the mind to stay focused even when things are hard. A person who practices discipline in small areas of life, such as managing time, maintaining good habits, or staying committed to personal goals, will find it easier to handle bigger challenges when they arise. Growth strengthens the mind by providing new perspectives, developing problem-solving skills, and expanding a person's capacity to handle pressure. The combination of discipline and growth creates a foundation that can withstand the trials of life. Many people desire success, but very few want to go through the process of preparation. Strength is not developed in moments of ease, but in moments of challenge. A tree that grows in a place with no wind, no storms, and no resistance will have weak roots. But a tree that grows in a place with strong winds, heavy rains, and changing seasons develops deep roots that allow it to stand firm in any condition. In the same way, a person who avoids discipline and refuses to grow will remain weak, easily discouraged, and unprepared for the challenges that come. Those who embrace discipline and commit to growth develop an unshakable inner strength that allows them to overcome obstacles, rise above difficulties, and achieve lasting success. Strength is built through consistency. It is the result of small, intentional actions repeated over time. A person who commits to learning every day will eventually gain wisdom. A person who exercises regularly will eventually become physically strong. A person who practices self-control in small areas will develop the willpower to resist bigger temptations. The key to true strength is not found in sudden bursts of effort, but in steady, disciplined growth. Those who commit to this process will not only succeed, but will become the kind of individuals who can handle any challenge life brings their way. Life will always present challenges, obstacles, and moments of deep discouragement. There will be times when everything seems to be against you, when progress feels slow, and when the temptation to give up becomes overwhelming. In those moments, the difference between those who succeed and those who fail is a simple but powerful decision: the refusal to surrender. It is not talent, intelligence, or luck that separates the victorious from the defeated. It is the relentless determination to keep going despite the odds, to push forward even when it hurts, and to rise after every fall. Surrender is easy. It requires no effort, no discipline, and no courage. But those who refuse to surrender understand that every battle in life is won in the mind before it is won in reality. The moment a person gives up mentally, they have already lost. Strength is not the absence of struggle. It is the ability to keep moving forward in the face of struggle. The people who accomplish great things in life are not necessarily the ones who had the easiest path, but rather those who made the decision that no matter what, they would not quit. There will always be reasons to give up. The path to success is never straight, and setbacks are a natural part of the journey. Failures will come, disappointments will happen, and challenges will arise that seem impossible to overcome. But those who refuse to surrender see every difficulty as temporary. They do not allow their circumstances to define their future. Instead of seeing a closed door as the end, they see it as a redirection. Instead of allowing failure to weaken their confidence, they use it as a lesson to become stronger. Every person who has ever achieved greatness has encountered moments where quitting seemed like the easiest option. But their refusal to surrender is what made the difference. Endurance is the true test of character. It is easy to be excited in the beginning, full of enthusiasm and motivation, but the real question is, what happens when the excitement fades? What happens when obstacles appear? What happens when the journey becomes long and difficult? Those who succeed are not the ones who had a perfect path, but the ones who remained steadfast despite the storms. They press forward when others turn back. They believe in their purpose even when everything around them suggests otherwise. They refuse to let temporary setbacks turn into permanent defeats. Pain is often a part of the process, but pain is also a teacher. It develops resilience, strengthens the will, and refines character. No one becomes strong without going through seasons of difficulty. No one reaches success without moments of sacrifice. Those who refuse to surrender understand that challenges are not meant to destroy them, but to prepare them for the next level. They see adversity as training, knowing that endurance produces strength and that strength produces victory. Every struggle carries within it a lesson and an opportunity. When faced with challenges, those who refuse to surrender ask themselves what they can learn from the situation, how they can grow from it, and how they can turn it into an advantage. They understand that nothing worth having comes easily and that perseverance is the currency of success. Instead of running from difficulties, they embrace them, knowing that every battle fought and won makes them stronger for the future. A person's greatest victories come not when things are easy, but when they push through the hardest moments and refuse to surrender. They keep moving, keep believing, and keep fighting. No matter how many times they fall, they rise again. No matter how many setbacks they face, they keep pressing forward. And in the end, it is their persistence, their resilience, and their refusal to surrender that leads them to victory.